What's up, my XRP gang? I'm back with yet another Ripple XRP update. Well, we can agree this year has been one hell of a roller coaster, and guess what? This ride is not yet over. Over the last week, the XRP price has been on fire as we continue to get more updates on the SEC lawsuit. We have seen some big moves for the bulls. I must say it's an exciting time to be trading XRP. Unfortunately, even with the backing of such a strong community, the future of XRP still hangs in the balance. The verdict on the SEC versus Ripple's lawsuit has been building a lot of anticipation in the XRP community. With that said, today I have some big news to share with you in regards to the infamous SEC lawsuit. Let's dive into it. As always, welcome to Moneyside. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so that you get notified whenever we post our daily crypto updates. Back to today's topic. So many developments keep on happening for the SEC lawsuit. And first, in our today's news, the court has denied the SEC's request seeking years of financial records from Ripple executives. All these new progressions and announcements in the case are undeniably having a bullish impact on Ripple's price. This tailwind of the legal wins with the lawsuits might as well push for the SEC lawsuit to close even before we know it. Looking into the horizon, this SEC case might be wrapped up and charges dropped sooner than anyone anticipated. If the SEC can't entirely build a case strong enough, there won't be much of a choice left here. Currently, so much momentum has been built around this Ripple versus SEC case to the extent where it now seems like the SEC is slowly losing the case. The SEC has not been in a position to get traction on a lot of things they have been trying to get to use as evidence in the case. Now is when I say I would personally expect this case to close out and finally be wrapped up. A lot of this good news regarding the case and the XRP community in general, anticipating the lawsuit's closure, are starting to push the price of XRP. Overall, what we are trying to look at here is that all the SEC news is no longer individual stories. These updates are now starting to reflect in the price of XRP in its strong, bullish market cycle. Such things had happened before, even with ADA, where so many people were pumped on the news. And we ended up with the sell the news by the event kind of a scenario. All the incoming news pumped for its bullish trend as well. We wouldn't be wrong to say it seems like the same thing will happen with the XRP. So once we get the verdict and the event actually happens, we will likely see an even stronger bullish trend. Yes, I said it. It would be realistic to get a good shoot up, then a sell-off once the dust settles. The anticipation for the lawsuit verdict has been building on for weeks now, and that's what has been shooting up the price. However, we can't be too sure how much sustainability the market trend will have based on that news solely. To hold off that bullish trend, we need something more that can last past the lawsuit verdict. Like we've said, once the event actually happens, we will witness the big pump, especially if more exchanges open up the trading of XRP pairs. But after the big upward move of price action, I guess that's when we might start seeing more selling pressure on the XRP. XRP has been through a much similar pattern in the 2017-18 market cycle, where we saw the price fire up to the moon, then suddenly a significant flush. Now it begs the question, what are we doing differently to avoid a similar scenario? I guess that's food for thought. Well, we are not expecting XRP to slow down anytime soon. In fact, we are likely to hit the $100 level soon, very much with the spotlight, the hype, and momentum it's building. All this could be possible in a few months, but generally, as investors, we owe it to ourselves to be mindful of chart setups like these to avoid things playing out as they did for XRP the last time. Moving over the hourly chart, we can see how XRP has been establishing its consolidation and finding support for its next upside leg. If XRP can create a strong base at the 1.70 level, then we will have the much needed support to continue the trend. This would actually be fantastic news. And if we have enough bullish volume to support the market, things will be looking much brighter. All in all, at some point, a retracement will be inevitable. That's where the market cap comes into play as a critical factor. To push the price to the levels we aren't currently at, we have seen a lot of bullish volumes. We hope that we haven't quite exhausted it, as it will play a crucial role when the selling pressure becomes too much later. Generally, it's been super fun experiencing all the gains with XRP. And what do we say? Congrats to everyone out there who has been riding with that bull run. This is such an exciting time, and it's been crazy how XRP has recouped all its losses. Despite all the short profit taking, the market cap is still strong, and it's time to break out again. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the technical analysis of the XRP market cycle. I see today that XRP touched my stop loss at $1.43 US, so unfortunately we lost this trade, but more important, it's that we're bullish. So XRP forms a descendant triangle flag, that it's a bearish pattern if you trade in 1 hour time frame, that it's a reversal of the trend to find down a good zone to then make a big impulse. So I believe that Bitcoin too makes a correction to the $60,000 level price, that it's because that Bitcoin and many cryptocurrencies are find down more level price and others make a pullback. Now, I hope an entry in that zone in the $1.50 levels price in 4 hours time frame to continue to trade in Bybit. I'd recommend that if you're a beginner to trade Bybit. The most leverage, it's until 2 times and not more of 3 times. A leverage until 2 times, it's great, but always we will need to learn that we would need to take a plan to reach our goals in XRP to continue accumulating this crypto a plan. In my first 2 trade, I generated like 1,678 XRP, and in this trade, I lost 543 XRP because XRP touched me at my stop loss. This is the 4 hour time frame, and XRP drops like 12% from $1.80 US to $1.49 US. As reference, I believe that the most chart to trade, it's 4 hours, and just keep this position for longer. I like to trade intraday from 4 hours in front time frame. Now XRP, it's still bullish in daily time frame. Now guys, at the moment, we would need to be out in XRP until XRP shows us a good entry in the 4 hours time frame. I believe that as XRP forms a descendant triangle flag, a correction was necessary that XRP find down more level to buy cheap. Trade safely, my friends. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications to get informed whenever we post our amazing content. And we'll see you in the next video.